Welcome back class 6. How are you? So today we are going to start some other topics of the chapter food. Where does it come from? So our next topic is oil seeds. A term is there in your book, that is oil seeds. Uh, Earlier we have discussed many of the food items like fruits, vegetables, pulses, cereals and many more. Now it's time to discuss about oil seeds. What are oil seeds? The seeds of many plants are used to extract oil from them. We extract oil from them for the food, and that seeds are called oil seeds because lots of oil comes out from those seeds, and we use those oil as cooking medium. Mainly we use oil as cooking medium while we are making any vegetable or any dish. At the very starting we use oil, and that oil comes from the seeds which we obtain from plants. Some most common oil seeds in our country are mustard seeds, which gives us oil. Sunflower oil we use, which comes from sunflower seed. Coconut oil, groundnut oil, cottonseed, soya bean is also there. Sesame, that is til. Sesame also used in cooking medium and in other ways. So these are oil seeds. Now sugar, from where we get our daily consumption sugar. That sugar is directly come from the sugar cane, a kind of fruit in which lot of sweet juice is present, and that sweet juice of sugar cane, after processing in factories, after processing in mills, we get sugar. We can also crystallize in the form of small crystals. We can crystallize the sugar and keep it in our shelf in the kitchen. The nutrient present in the sugarcane juice is carbohydrate, which is essential for energy giving. So sugar is also an important component of food. It gives us energy and it converts in the simpler form in the form of glucose. So the next term in this series is tea and coffee. Yes, students, you are very familiar with these two terms, tea and coffee. So tea, what are tea? The leaves of a part, the leaf part of a plant, which after drying, which after picking up from the fields and after drying it, we make tea, and that tea we use as a drink. Similarly, coffee we obtain from the coffee seeds, and after drying up the seeds we just grind it, roast it and use it as coffee, as a drink. Both tea and coffee are energy giving liquids, in the form of liquid if we are preparing it. Tea and coffee both contain a chemical called nicotine and caffeine. Both nicotine and caffeine are energy giving chemicals. They boost our energy level when we are feeling tired. That is why normally we use tea and coffee when we are tired up. Okay. Next is spices. Yes, in Hindi we call it masale. Spices are the parts of plants which are used to add flavor and taste to our food. It gives much better taste as compared to the earlier when the spices are not added to the food. So mainly in India, spices are added to the food to increase the flavor and to increase the taste of the food. After this, we also use spices as an Ayurvedic product. It is also having some medicinal values. In some of the treatment of some diseases we use as homely remedies, and these spices help in boosting the immunity system to fight against diseases or microorganisms. Some most common spices are cardamom, that is elaichi, kali mirch, pepper, haldi, turmeric, jeera, cumin seeds, long, which we call cloves, lal mirch, red chilies, and lots of spices are there in our country. Our country is mainly known for the origin of spices. Okay students, so some most common spices I told you, that kali mirch, pepper, cardamom, ginger, chilies, turmeric, cloves, cumin, all these are common spices which we can see in our kitchen normally. So these are the spices. After this student, some of the food ingredient or materials are also there which we get from animals, and some of them are milk, butter, cheese. Milk, butter, cheese, all these terms comes in dairy industry. Dairy industry in which milching animals are mainly involved. What are milching animals? Those animals which gives especially milk to us, and for milk, if we are taking care of those animals, then this process of taking out dairy product from those animals by the milk, then this process is called milching, and the animals are called milch animals or milching animals. Milk, what is milk? Milk is an important food material for us, as we know, and we obtain milk from cow, buffalo, goat, sheep also somewhere. Buffaloes and cows are the major source of milk in our country, and from the dairy product we can name milk, curd, cheese, butter, ghee, khoya, ice cream, kulfi. These all are dairy products. Now some other materials and ingredients which we get from animals are eggs and meats. Yes, eggs and meat both are the rich source of protein, and proteins are the building blocks of the body. They build the muscles and repair the muscles inside the body, or we can say the growth of the body, the size growth of the body depends upon mainly proteins. So eggs and meats are also we get from animals. Eggs from hen, many other birds eggs we also use as the diet to fulfill the requirement of protein. Okay, poultry includes birds. Poultry is that sector in which we do the agriculture of, or you can say we take care of those birds which gives us eggs for the protein requirement. Okay, chicken, hen, ducks, geese, turkey is also a bird which gives egg, and turkey's egg is very rich in protein content. So these birds are good source of animal food in the form of eggs and meat. Now fish. Fish is an aquatic animal. Okay, we all know that fish is a aquatic animal. Fish lives in water only. Fish and seafood. Seafood means all the animal or all the creatures, or you can say some of the creatures of the sea which gives us important nutritional content, important nutritional values, and fulfill the requirement of some mineral salts and also proteins in the body. So we use seafood also as our food. In the coastal regions where the places are near the sea, there the people mainly depend upon the seafood for their nutritional values. Okay, now the next is honey. What is honey? Honey, we call honey shahad in Hindi, and honey is rich in sugars, minerals and enzymes. Mineral and enzymes are those organic or maybe inorganic chemicals which do the metabolic activities inside the body and make us capable to do work and get energy. And it is also used in Ayurvedic medicines also. the taste of honey is sweet. Yes, honey is sweet in taste, and it is prepared by the honeybees from the nectar of the flowers. They suck the nectars from the fresh flowers, and after that they create or they make beehives, and there, after the chemical reaction from their body, they make fresh honey, which is very thick in texture and very sweet in taste, and the most important, very much having nutritional values. Okay, students, so extraction of honey from the beehives is carried out by honey extractors. Some of the person groups are there which are called honey extractors, and the main work of those persons is to extract by some equipments from the beehives to extract honey, the fresh honey. Okay, so students, we will continue next time after this. Till then, bye.